times out. And again, Healy does a great sit, but oftentimes he's having a difficult time turning his shoulders to square off to the guy. And you'll see he sits, he's waiting, and now he goes to his back, and or puts his back in a bad situation. I can't see this now. Healy on the bottom as the camera pans through to a tougher angle. HK puts his hand on his back. He's looking to come over with a half, and he comes over with the cradle. He's got his leg tied up pretty tough there. This is going to be a tough one to get out of. HK doing a great job of moving from one position to another. The ref down, looking as only a ref can do. Get right down to the mat and get shoulder level view. And we can't see it, but we can imagine back in the radio days, it's play-by-play. Healy on his back fighting off. HK on top trying to put the finishing touches on. The ref looking closely, only feet away from Healy's shoulder. Healy's near shoulder to us up in the air, and you can see barely a little space there. And the ref's looking, and that's it. Healy fighting off as long as he could. Healy doing a great job this year. All around, great job. Duncan in the last period of his match, switching mats here. Starts up on top against Canton. Often has a difficult time. Nice attempted a tilt. You know, the length of his legs, his body, his torso puts him in the extreme margins of his opponent. He's taller, so okay, here he gets the legs in, and you can see he does great. But his body, his arm comes over too far. His head's way above where he should. He falls off. Now he's got to let go of this, and this is one of Duncan. Oh, he's got the head. It's not going to be good. This is a problem Duncan's had. He'll get over this, but he's got to know when to walk away from it. Kenton knows he's got Duncan. He's going to come out of this, and this is going to be tough. That looks like almost a pin. You can see that near shoulder is up in the air. He comes out of that, switches over to a half. Duncan's holding on to that leg, and that's something Duncan should get rid of. There, okay, Canton got rid of it, and Duncan's fighting that off. He looks like that shoulder's way up in the air. Ref's looking at it, pinned. Duncan doesn't like that. He looks at his shoulder. He seemed like he was pretty high up in the air, but ref's decision's final. Wrestling now, Foligno at 106. Going further along in this Class S state championship. Coming after, tying up, being aggressive, goes to shoot, picks the ankle, lets go of the ankle, but looking to get behind, looking to get two. No points yet, steps over, he gets two right there. He's going to come right across, trying to hook that arm. He's a chicken wing man, if I ever saw one. He's got that chicken wing with the arm straight away. He's going to run right around this guy, bring it near side maybe. Here's near side. He's going to get his points right here. He's going to get points. Can he put him away? Step over, maybe. He steps over. He's going to get his two. He's got to let go of that in order to get more. Can't turn the guy with the same move over and over, so he's going to have to let go of that for the 2 points to be awarded. Once that arm comes out, he'll get the two, but I'd consider that out. There you go. So he gets the two. He's going to come across it, looking for a cradle. He's going to bring him back. It's a little out of position to get the far side shoulder down. Sorry, the near side shoulder. He's got the cradle, but he doesn't have it well. Got the guy's head right in the way there. That's the head ref. He watches all the other refs, make sure they're all doing a bad job. There's attempted Granby, comes out. Comes up with a single. And Foligno on his heels, gets pushed back, and gets the reversal as they go out of bounds. Foligno ahead on points, gets reversed as they go out of bounds. Foligno down. And there's the whistle. Looks for a switch, makes a nice switch. He's going to get his points right there. Step behind, lace the legs. Bottom guy gets up, and he's going to try to escape. And Foligno's going to go back for that arm. That's his main pinning combination. Everybody has something that they like. Another Granby gets stuck. he steps over on the near side, he'll get points. He should be getting points right there. It's 2, 3. He should get 2 on that one. And he'll get 2 more. Flip of the disc, second period. And Foligno's going to choose down. You can see there's quite a crowd. This is half the stands. The other half, obviously, on the other side. Wrestling on 4 mats today in Plainville. Foligno down. Stands, turns in. Goes right to a headlock. He's not even going to get his 1. He's going to get a reversal straight away. And the backs come. 3, 4. He's going to get 3 straight away. You can see on the fingers of the ref, the red hand corresponding with the red anklet. He could be putting him away right here. Come out a little bit to the side. Right there. Unable to hold him. He's going to get 3 on that. Comes for a cradle again. He did the cradle before and got out of position. Ends up getting a leg picked up by the defensive guy. He's got to be able to get back into good position. Coming across with that cradle. See how he pulls him on top of him, and he's in trouble again. This kid pops his head out. He's going to reverse Foligno. Comes around, and there's that leg again. Can he finish that? Oh, no. Good. Steps over. He's going to hook that with a reverse half. Lets go of the half. Comes back. Chops the arm. And he's going to try to go to what's true blue. There's another Granby with a Peterson. And I would not give any points at this point. You still have Foligno with control. And it's going to stay that way. Foligno's got him on his back. Ref's counting. He's going to get 3 more. He could tech this guy at this point. If he doesn't pin him, he's going to tech him. That's for sure. He's got enough points. Coach looking at the sideline. And they go out of bounds. And that might be enough. And Foligno techs him. That's a score of 15-point difference. Foligno moves on. Championship. Bracket. Okay, we are back. And Schwartz at 195. Wrestling on mat 3 against East Catholic. Schwartz, more deliberate, not fast. You get used to watching these lightweights, and they're all over the mat. They're circling their opponent. Schwartz, if you look just at the feet, you see there's a lot of flat-footed movement. His wide base goes for an ankle pick. He's got a wide base, more of a methodical and slow-moving, but deliberate. And not every weight has every kind of style available to him. Certainly not the case here. It's lock on and drive. Does a fireman's sometimes is looking to go to a single leg at the end of this season. You can see as he drives his opponent towards the circle, the opponent circles in, which is good. You don't want to hug the outside of the mat, but a lot of teams are taught to. No score in this championship bracket. Again with the reach, snap down. Trying to figure out how you can read your opponent. A lot of these heavy guys, they're a little nervous to go down below. They stay up top a lot. You can see on the far mat they're even heavier. That's a 285. And it's a very different kind of match, decidedly different. You make a move, the wrong move in the heavier weight classes, and you're going to take a beating if it's done incorrectly. So you're more hesitant, and so posturing and feeling out the opponent is very important. We're at the end of the first period of that match. Disc is flipped, goes over to green. Green defers over to red. Red chooses down. Again, the anklets on the ankle, of course, determine who's green, who's red. Home green, red away. Schwartz chooses down. And there's no score here. 0-0. Top coming out, looking to break him down. Schwartz waiting to either stand, switch, or sit. He's going to go for a switch, inside switch. And he grabs the arm. He steps over. He's going to get 2 anyway out of this. You see the back points, none given. And Schwartz gets 2-0. And what's he going to do? Comes across with a butcher. He's looking to turn this guy. He's going to turn him. He comes over the top. This looks like it's going to go down pretty quickly. There was no fight there. I thought there would be more of a fight. You have the arching of the back. And remember, that was a pin. Wow. Wow. Okay, so that was a quick pin. That guy never stopped moving, so it's hard to believe his... So here we are in the consolation round. Schwartz against Plainville. This is 138 Schwartz, not 195, who was just out on the mat 3. This is mat 4. Goes in for a single leg. He's going to get his 2 right there. Stepped in, inside. Goes to the arms, comes up higher. He's going to look for a tilt, where he's looking to get that right arm over his side to walk around the head. Here comes a tilt, falls off of it, very loosely held, and they're out of bounds. 2-0. Red is up. You look at the ankle, and the ankle color matches with the ref's arms, so he can tell the table who's got what points. Schwartz out of position, gets picked up on a single leg. He's going to try to come out of this. Blue's got the leg. Schwartz got him. And he's going to pull that right around. If he steps over, he's going to keep his position. If not, oh, he's got him on his back. He's starting to expose his back right there. He's going to hold it. See the ref clicking off the points. He's going to get 2 or 3 out of this. I'm not sure. And he comes off of that. Gets 3 more, and he's going to pull him back again. Time's out, time's out, time's out. And he's going to get 3. These people on the table, they need to come over, and they come over and click top the ref and say, look, there's 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, and sometimes this creates quite a bit of problem. You can see the refs, the ref and the coaches coming to the table. Let's take a quick look over to Petrolini. Petrolini in action on mat 2. He's on top. Not sure what the score is. This is against Nanawag. On the bottom, Petrolini working to get that arm. Comes across with the butcher. Can't do it. Nanawag stands. And they go out of bounds. No points issued. Nanawag still down. Petrolini still up. Senior captain, Joey Petrolini. Going back over here. Flip of the coin. And Schwartz chooses down. And yet more confusion. Let's see if we get back to Petrolini. Nope. Now, if there's 6 mats, there's 7 refs. One's always sitting out. Whistle blows. He's looking for a long cradle. Comes with his head over the top. And this is what Duncan did earlier. Hang the head over out of position, and someone's going to come and take it. And that's what happened to Duncan earlier today. Schwartz has a headlock, a single arm headlock. He's going to get 2 on that reversal. No points, because he doesn't get points unless he gets his reversal. Let's go, Joe. Come on. He's got a single arm on the right side, looking at the clock. You can see his eyes looking at the clock. Not much action. Blue has his head down. You want to get your head off the mat, that's for sure. He's going to try a stand. He stood before quite successfully, and you got to make sure that's going to continue to happen. You got to keep moving. Schwartz riding the hips back there. All right, on the outskirts of the mat. Again, head to the mat. That's a sign for the top wrestler to go after him. You have to get up to your base. You have to escape. Schwartz looking for that right side bar arm. He's looking a little too often at that clock. You know, you can't wrestle if you're looking at the clock. That's a sure thing. They go out of bounds, get reset, come back to the center. Schwartz up on points. Bottom guy set. He's got to hold still. Top guy gets on. The ref blows the whistle. He's got an ankle and waist. Comes in. Tries to split that center core. Heads on the mat. Now that tells you a couple things. One is you're no good. And the other is that we're going to go see Petrolini. Petrolini on the bottom. Does a switch. Comes back. And Nanawag on top. And not sure what the score is at this point. And we're back to the ref. And this is a pin by Schwartz. And he moves on. This is in consolations. And gets the win there. And back to Joey. Joey on the bottom looking to come out. He's making that roll, but he's not able to finish it. He's got to step over. Can he step over? He turns the wrong way sometimes, and he turned back. Okay, so he's going to try this one more time. He's got to clear his leg, step over. Almost, there you go. That's beautiful. He's going to hold on to that arm. That would be sweet if he held on to the arm. He's going to hold on to the far arm. He's going to reverse that. Nice move by Petrolini. He's got to walk to the ref without giving that up. Comes back. Should go to a half. Falls off of that. He'll get his 3 points, though. So he gets the reversal. He gets his 3. And he'll win this one. He's going to drive. He's got that arm locked up pretty nicely. He's going to try to get underneath that. He's got the left bar arm. I'm sorry, or the chicken wing. Everybody calls it something differently. Now his hips are a little out of position. He doesn't have that enough. So you see Joey's looking to walk around, but the shoulders of the Nanawan guy haven't even turned yet. And position problems on this team are part of it. You see the shoulders of Nanawag are still square to the mat. Joey's trying like heck to turn him over, but you have to get that arm in a little better. So it's going to have to get that arm in a little deeper in order to make this guy turn. Falls off the hand. Sure. No, trying to rush it. You have to go slow enough, and decides to let go of it. And that's another thing that this team does is they don't know when to let go. Joey doing a good job. Lets go of it. And that's it. Petrolini wins. Good job. Knows when to get out. That's part of it. Up now. Foligno in the semis, looking to go against number 1 seed Flores from Wyndham. Tough, beat him earlier in the year, very physical, and you can see this is a bunch of back alley cats. And there's a stark difference between this 106 group and the match at 195, which you saw earlier. This is fast, it's quick, there's lots of motion. It's not as deliberate. It's go in, make your shot, and get out. It's scrappy. Wyndham gets in on a single leg. Foligno trying to hold that off. It's just a matter of time. One's got to get out. Goes in for a double. Keeps him in bounds. He's going to get his 2 right there. Both legs in, and they go out of bounds. 2-0, Wyndham. And in these semis, you're going to see there's 2 refs out on the mat. That's common. There has to be consensus on these calls. Standing up, looking for a switch, almost gets one, and gets put back down. Wyndham is trying to split the difference at the core, and no points. No points at either direction. Foligno with the half and the waist, trying to fight that off. Looking for a switch. He's got to get his 1. He's going to go out of bounds and come back. Score 2-0. Very, very improved wrestler in Foligno, who got his butt handed to him earlier in the season at Ram, but doing a much better job. Wyndham jumps in with the legs, and Foligno looking to turn him. He's got that arm. He's got to come out of that. You got to learn to kick that leg out before he turns you over. He's got it locked up underneath. You can see high up in the thigh. He's got a nice leg lock, and he can, if he gets that half in, Foligno's going to have a tough time getting out of that. So, kick it. You got to put your hip down. You got to kick off of that, and he's got half of that battle done. You got Flores trying to get out of that. trying to improve his situation. Oh, and that's exactly what you want to do. You want to sit on that leg. He comes over with the cross face. You have to pull that arm right across your face and get out of there. Okay, and they go out of that first period 2-0. This is a very nice match. Semifinals, Class S tournament. Choice goes to Red. Red defers. And Wyndham's going to choose down. A lot of energy. Foligno hyped up. He's ready to go. Great wrestler this year. Great addition to the team. Okay, he's got to have his hand on the belly, get a caution. And they start off. Tall legs from the bottom. He's going to try to stand and try to get run out of bounds. Our cameraman asleep at the switch. And they go out of bounds. No change of position. Foligno on top still. Wyndham on the bottom. And they're off. There they go. Another stand. And you can expect that Flores is going to stand all day long. And it would behoove Foligno to take the leg out next time he tries to stand. Foligno likes that chicken wing like Petrolini does. And the question is, can you keep a guy down on the mat with a chicken wing? And he's got a half on him. But the leg is what stands up. And you've got to make that correction. You got a waist. You got a half. And you got a tall-legged guy next to you. All right? Foligno doing a great job of putting him off. And there's going to be one right there. He finally got to stand. And that was going to happen. You got to take the legs out. You got to make that inter-match correction. Here we are back at the first period almost. Both guys standing. Flores took Foligno down with a single leg. And we have to hope that Foligno remembers that. He's got to protect his leg. And not let the long, taller opponent get to him. Doing a great job thus far. Scores 2-0. I'm sorry, 3-0. Flores is on top with a takedown first period and an escape in this period.